So today's welcome to the day 6 of our class. So இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்க்க போறது offline versus online methods. In particular, the example of Swayam, Swayamprabha, MOOCs and all. So let's move on to the subject. So first, methods of teaching. Yesterday we saw everything based on focus. It is categorized as teacher-centered as well as learner-centered. Today we are going to see about based on mode, the classification based on mode. One is offline, another one is online. So being a scholar or a professors, we know nowadays what in a collective meaning what is offline as well as what is online. So just the hints alone. Offline learning is the traditional learning method because it has been right from the start of even we can say it is a evolution of human also. From that age onwards, the offline method of learning is existing. Here, teacher acts as a sender and the student acts as a receiver. So the communication between the teacher and the student would be face-to-face conversation. Previously, it was chalk and chalkboards or overhead projectors. Nowadays, still we are using the somewhat changed as marker and whiteboard, marker board like that. So as I said, this has been for the more than decades, very number of decades or say even centuries. This method is existing as a education strategy. So here it is based on classroom based learning, which involves students physically attending the classes or training sessions. So the student has to go to the live location, whether it is a school or college or even a training institute. So there they have to go and physically present to attend the class. Next, characteristics of offline mode. So like yesterday, I have acronymed offline mode as OFM and online mode as ONM. So in the upcoming slides, please note it as offline mode as well as online mode. So characteristics of offline mode. The teacher's role is very important here. So like yesterday we saw about teacher based learning and student teacher centered approach and learner centered approach. There teacher role is important and students are passive. That means they are not very actively engaging in the learning process. Only they are receiving the information. So this approach was mainly focusing on the obtainment of high marks, good grades in the examinations. So another one of the main characteristics is physical classrooms. So due to this, the offline classes or offline mode would have very fixed and strict schedule. So here in our class we can follow it. We are following a timetable. There, if we missed a class, we would get absent so that our mark would be deducted. So all these things. Next, communication, as we saw in the previous slide, and then traditional tools, whatever here the chalk, notes, books, whatever thing, those things are called traditional tools, and the method also comes under the traditional method of teaching. So types of offline mode. First one is classroom based learning. We This is the common mode or method where everyone would have experienced from their own childhood. So classroom based learning, in the classroom a teacher is present, number of students would be there, so they would be listening to the instructions given by the teacher in the class. Next is workshops and seminars. So when we are attending a seminar in physical form or attending a workshop as a training, so we would be going to the direct live place and do some whatever experiments or whatever work has been given by the trainer. Next is self-paced offline learning. இது வந்து நம்ம இப்ப இருக்கிறவங்க உங்க லேர்னர்ஸ்க்கு உங்களுக்கு வந்து சொல்லலாம், because you guys might note that you can read whatever notes being provided. For some of you have asked slides in the group, so I have given the slides there. You are learning at your own pace. Some of you might understand a problem or a concept very eagerly, so you will move on to the next topic. Some might take more time to understand that, but you are learning at your own self pace. Next, pre-installed software on computers. I don't know how many of you have heard about Britannica. Britannicaன்னு ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் இருக்கு. When I was in UG, the MBA graduates nowadays they are selling books, no? So those kinds of people would be selling Britannica software. There, a collective set of information similar to Wikipedia would be available in that software. So once we install the software, without the requirement of any internet, we can access a very many information for learning. Next, e-learning modules with offline access. There are certain modules or apps or websites, they are providing offline access so that we don't require any internet or such things. Next is experiential learning. நம்ம லைவா போயிட்டு ஒரு பிளேஸ்ல போய் லேர்ன் பண்றது. Then as we saw yesterday, it is peer to peer learning. So we are learning from we fellow scholars learning from each other. That is peer to peer learning. Next, on the job training. Job training சொல்லிட்டு வேலைக்கு எடுக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி they would be making the people to join the job. Next is coaching and mentoring. See, the main difference is classroom based learning is number of students would be more. There the teacher has to deliver his or her own lecture and conveying. But coaching and mentoring is the number of students or learners under the single coach would be very limited. At the for example, if நம்ம வந்து ஒரு games, football or tennis, whatever, if you are picking up a game, the total number of players would come under single coach. That's all. That would be around at the maximum 25. That's all. So not more than 25. So that kind of training or learning is known as coaching and mentoring. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. So now just I'm giving you a overview because we have to cover more slides. So I'm just moving in a fast manner. So first one is easy approach because this method is very easy with it does not require anything. Next, it is a common popular method. Also, it is marks oriented. So when we are learning through this method, the attainment of marks would be very easier. Next, hands on learning for practical skills. நம்ம வந்து ஒரு காரை லைவா ஓட்டுற மாதிரி இது வந்து ஆஃப்லைன் லேர்னிங். So no matter you are seeing how many driving videos or whatever mechanical parts, all those things, even though you have read in a books or videos, once you are not driving the vehicle, you won't do perfectly. So hands on learning for practical skills. Next, soft skills and technical skills development. Here soft skills mainly focuses on the communication. So that is also one of the soft skill. So our communication would be developed, and then the technical skill required for the relevant subject would also be increased. Next, preparation for the workforce. So the people or the learners who are learning through this method are readily available to work in a better environment with better efficiency. So that's why நம்ம வந்து distance educationல படிச்சவங்களுக்கும் full timeல படிச்சவங்களுக்கும் there is a very difference in job requirement because job demand. So people learned through full time or regular classes, they would be preferred more than the people who have learned from distance education. So that is also similar here. Next, students remain more serious and committed to their studies. Now comes disadvantages. Here please note that once mark is preferred but not result. So in the end, a learner should be able to do anything or whatever subject knowledge he has to gain, but mugging up and gaining the marks is not a proper method. So this is solely based on memorization but not understanding. So one can memorize and one can uh, write the examination for mark basis, even though they could not understand the subject and apply it in their real life. நம்ம எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு நண்பன் படம் or 3 idiots, both are same. So in that Satyan character where he wrote memorizes everything without understanding. Next, students depending on the teachers. So இப்போ ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் ஒரு கிளாஸுக்கு டீச்சர் இல்ல, if there is an absence in the absence of the teacher in a class, so that particular hour or that particular subject would be in a halt or a hiatus. A simple pause would have been done because the relevant teacher is not available to the to the students to teach the subject. Next, students are passive listeners. So instead of இப்ப நம்ம கிளாஸ்ல எடுக்கும் போது வந்து பசங்க தூங்குறாங்களா இல்லைன்னு கண்ணை திறந்துகிட்டே தூங்குற மாதிரி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கும். So those kinds here, those are called students are passive listeners and cannot gain extra knowledge. ஒரு இதுக்கு வந்து நம்மளால வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நாலேஜ் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இருக்காது அதர் தேன் த டீச்சிங்ஸ் ஆஃப் த டீச்சர். நெக்ஸ்ட், லிமிட்டெட் ஆக்சபிலிட்டி அண்ட் ரீச். ஸோ ஒரு கிளாஸ்ல ஒரு ஒரு டீச்சர் ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் சொல்றாங்கன்னா நீங்க அட் தட் டைம் unless otherwise the teacher is finishing the class, you cannot go and reach for any external knowledge in the offline method while the class is going on. So that is problem. Next, limited scalability. இப்ப நம்ம வந்து ஆஃப்லைன் கிளாஸா இப்ப வந்து நம்ம இப்ப இந்த கிளாஸே போட்டிருந்தோம்னா ஒரு 4 பேர்ல இருந்து 5 பேருக்கு தான் கன்வீனியன்டா இருந்திருக்கும். Now we are having 15 members and nearly 3 people are out of station from Karaikudi. One is even out of state. So here due to online the class can be scaled to all over the country with the help of internet. So limited scalability is a disadvantages for offline. Next, risk of content becoming outdated. So whenever a content being taught by the teacher, so that teacher has to update whatever the subject he is teaching. But the problem is if we are prescribed a very particular books or textbooks, the teacher cannot move from whatever printed or whatever given in the textbook. நம்ம ஒரு ஏற்கனவே ஒரு 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 கிளாஸ்ல பார்த்த மாதிரி நம்மளுக்கு வந்து we cannot move on from the subject. ஒரு இது டாபிக் கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னா we have to stick with that. even இந்த கிளாஸை கூட நீங்க எடுத்துக்கலாம். நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு சிலபஸ் இருக்கு. so even though I wanted to go away from the subject and gain pour many things into the class, but I have to stick with the syllabus framed by the UGC. So here that problem arises, risk of content becoming outdated. Next, online mode. Online learning method is a modern method of learning. இப்பதான் வந்துச்சு, அதுவும் on a very particular after COVID. So it is mainly facilitated or helped by the electronic gadgets. It can also be called as e-learning or distance learning because it is happening through internet or digital platforms. So இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா it allows students to access educational resources and lectures without physically attend the traditional classroom. நம்ம ஒரு லைவ் கிளாஸ் ரூமுக்கு போகாம if we are accessing a YouTube class or even இப்ப நம்ம பாத்தீங்கன்னா every one of us at our own residences where we are comfortable in our own clothings. So we need not to attend the live class here, but you can at the same time attend the class in a very good manner. So it includes services of electronic gadgets. நம்ம teleconferencing, video conferencing. Now we are computer based conferencing. So for this online mode there are 2 prerequisites, அதாவது முன்னேற்பாடா இருக்க வேண்டிய அத்தியாவசியங்கள். So those 2 things are called services of computers and laptops. Compulsory a computer or laptop or even a mobile phone should be there. Next, use of internet services and web technology. So net இருக்கணும் and or web technology னா இந்த இடத்துல வந்து only browsing or wired, all those things. So these 2 are the prerequisites for online mode. So characteristics of online mode, அது பாத்தீங்கன்னா computer enhanced learning. So we all know that online is solely based on computer. Even though we are using cell phones to learn something, that is also a form of miniature computer, even tabs also. So here it is known as computer enhanced learning. Next, it separates the teacher from students or teacher from the learners. So we are not directly connected. To some extent there are some lectures or whatever thing in YouTube also, that teacher who is teaching in the video may not know who and all the learners would be. So that is the main characteristics here. Next, self-paced learning. The learner can learn at their own pace. நம்ம வந்து எனக்கு இது ஸ்லோவா தான் இருக்கும். some people would say I'm very good with communication. Some people would say I'm very good with research aptitude. So you can learn based on your own pace. Next, use of computer network is essential. Virtual classrooms, அங்க வந்து traditional tools, here digitalized tools. So all the digitalized tools and methods of teaching is the characteristics of online mode. So types of online mode, இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா asynchronous online learning. So synchronize னா ஒன்று சேருதல் or matching with equally teaming up with something. So asynchronous online learning means we are not pairing or maintaining the same pace as the teacher in the online process. So இப்ப யூடியூப்ல ஒரு a teacher could make up a YouTube video for 5 minutes or 10 minutes about a particular topic. But since me being a student at a slow pace, I cannot complete the whole topic within the 5 minutes. So what I am doing is I am pausing the video, rewinding the video, I am learning, repeating, so that I am completely absorbing the content at my own pace. It might be 10 minutes or 1 hour or whatever timing. So that is known as asynchronous online learning. Next comes synchronous online learning. That is our own class is an example. So here we are maintaining a schedule. So we come every day, join the class, learn something, then when we move on, the next day we are moving on to the next topic. Here we are learning in the online mode as well as we are synchronized everyone with the same schedule. We do not waver at any point. So everyone is synchronized so that you are learning all the same topics at the same time along with everyone. Next is blended learning. இது வந்து எப்படின்னா you are learning simultaneously both online and as well as offline. So there are some contents you are getting from online. At some point, either you find relevant content through books or you are printing the online material and making it as a book, then you are learning in that. So that is blended learning as well as also known as hybrid learning. Next comes mobile learning. Mobile learning means you are solely learning through your mobile, whatever thing, all the topics are PDFs, PPTs, all the things. Instead of a computer, you are learning through a mobile. Next, gamification. Gamificationக்கு உதாரணம் சொல்லணும்னா, now I am learning Mandarin or Chinese in Duolingo. So Duolingo is an app for learning languages. I think one of our fellow scholar also is have joined today, I suppose, I don't know. So அதுல எப்படி இருக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, the appearance of the subjective content would be in a game form. So it would be more of a playful thing. கத்துக்கிறதே வந்து ஒரு கேம் மாதிரி, ஒரு பசில் மாதிரி. So it is forming as a gamification. So Duolingo is a very better example for gamification. Next comes micro learning. Micro learning என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so I think everybody would have heard about the Cuckoo FM and similar many podcast FMs also there. So Cuckoo FM, for certain books or certain content, they are not providing the complete book in the audio form. Rather, they are providing the gist or the content, core content told in the book about a particular topic. So ஒரு பெரிய இதுவை ரொம்ப சிம்பிளிஃபை பண்ணி ஒரு இப்போ உதாரணத்துக்கு ஒரு 10 பேஜஸ் இருக்கிறத ஒரு 1 பேஜ் ஆர் half பேஜ் தே ஆர் ஷார்டனிங் இட் தென் ப்ரொவைடிங். அது ஆடியோவுக்கு. Now think it as a website where it provides the key points. Best another one, now I got another example. We can tell ChatGPT also, because when we provide a prompt in ChatGPT, give me a brief explanation about something. So ChatGPT would provide all the details in a hint form only, just 1 or 2 points or 1 lines or 2 lines, that's all. So that is known as micro learning. You are learning about a topic, gaining the gist of the topic, but you are not spending more energy and resources to learn in a thorough manner. That is known as micro learning. Next, virtual reality learning. Virtual reality learning, as I said the previous example in Britannica, there they would usually I used to prefer a Colosseum in Rome. So on the Colosseum Stadium, நீங்க அந்த ஜீன்ஸ் படத்துல வர பாட்டுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா கூட இருக்கும். So that stadium is being reconstructed and all those things. So there in Britannica software, they would have provided a certain information as well as a virtual tour for the Colosseum. So what is a virtual tour means they would form a video, you with a certain instruments required for the VR tech, you are entering the arena, that Colosseum, you are viewing it in a very good manner, so that you are experiencing it as if you are in the real Colosseum. So that is known as virtual reality learning. நம்மளுக்கு ரெடி பிளேயர் ஒன்னு ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ்ல ஒரு படம் இருக்கு. I don't know how many of you have seen. So there are so many virtual reality things are coming today. Even in Amazon now, if we order a product, we can view it in our own room, view it in 360. There, that option would be there. Actually, that is exactly not virtual reality, that is augmented reality. But the virtual reality is the base for augmented reality. So please understand the difference. What it is projected in the Amazon app or Flipkart app, that is not virtual reality, that is augmented reality. But virtual reality is the base for augmented reality, where reality and virtual are both being combined. Next, video based learning. This is simple. நம்ம இது பைஜூஸ் ஆர் Unacademy and the YouTube, everything, there are videos about a certain topic is there, we are learning through that videos. Next, podcasts. இங்க எத்தனை பேர் பாட்காஸ்ட் கேட்டிருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரியல. I don't know how many of you are listening to the podcast. Kuku FM is solely it's similar to podcast. Podcast means a speaker or a teacher is talking about something in a class, but they are as well as recording it and they post it in an app or website. So whenever the listener or learner wants to access that information, they can go back and listen to the podcast. So whatever the recordings available there, so that is known as podcast. You are viewing or hearing the, not viewing, you are hearing the recordings of the teacher in a repeated manner, similar to YouTube la videos stopping, podcast you are hearing audios. Next, social learning. Social learning means peer to peer learning oda online form da social learning. So we are gathering information from our own colleagues or whatever research experts. So we are gathering information through Google Meet or Zoom Meet or whatever online platform available, or even a forums. There are certain forums are there where we are discussing everything about a certain topic. That is known as social learning. Instead of meeting the persons in the real life, in the physical world, you are connecting with them through online platform, online forums. That is known as social learning. So these are all the types of online mode. Next, advantages and disadvantages. So first advantages, accessibility and suitability. எல்லாருக்குமே அது ஈஸியா இருக்கும். நம்ம வந்து we can, if you have a proper internet and a mobile gadget, you can access it and it will be suitable for all ages. Next, here we have a flexible schedule. Instead of a fixed timetable, we have a flexible schedule. Next, content update is easy. The content can be updated at the present, because now when I was preparing the slides, I referred many websites and another PDFs, more number of PDFs. There I gathered whatever relevant I felt, so I put down in the slides. So the content update is easy. If I have to stick with old books, so those things would be outdated for today's date. Next, saves travel costs. So everyone is in a certain at your own homes or residences, there you need not to travel to the live place. So here it saves travel costs as well as saves time. Next, internet connections are widely available nowadays. So almost everyone is using a different form, if not all the same forms, 3G, 4G, or even wireless fiber, whatever. So everyone is tend to have internet connections nowadays. So that is the main advantage here. But disadvantages, lack of personal connections. So எனக்கு கிளாஸ்ல வந்து if I am taking a physical offline class, I can understand the nuances. The ஒரு சவுண்ட் விடுவாங்க கொஞ்சம் கிளாஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா அப்படியே உஷ்னு they are making some noises in the class if they are not feeling well with the pace of class. So I can understand and uh, change my way of teaching according to the students level of interest as well as need in the offline classes. But in the online class, I may not understand completely or thoroughly about the learner's perception. Next, students are less likely to remain serious and committed to the studies. இதுல நம்ம ஒரு சின்ன தப்பா எடுத்துக்க வேணாம் actually. So here நம்ம groupல itself, in our group itself, so this is the 6th day. Till now, all the 15 members have not attended a class in a single day. Every day there would be some absence. Here, though we can understand that people who are absent are having their own issues, but that also comes under lack of commitment towards this class. So this is the advantage of online class. Next, feedback is limited. So I may not get the proper feedback because in the class at the end of session we can move on due to some other things. So feedback won't be very much good. Next, costly method of learning. So here I am having a laptop and all the necessary setup. So I paid for the recording of the classes, everything. Similarly, the students or learners, they have to recharge and get a mobile because during COVID, I have heard about many students or families, they didn't have any Android or Android mobile. Due to the classes, the parents have purchased Android mobile for their children. So at that time, that would be a costly method for their own learning process. Next, health issues. Health issues na so common the radiation things on the eye problems because some might not be comfortable with whatever it is the eye problems and all. So health issues would arise. Next, slower performance due to limited bandwidth. So sometimes இதுல வந்து we can consider it as two types. One is internet bandwidth as well as the student interest level bandwidth. Because internet bandwidth means there are certain places when we are traveling, internet connection would be slow or very weak, so that we cannot understand or clearly listen to the class. When it comes to the student limited bandwidth, so and the interaction, without a proper interaction, the performance would be slower. Next, lack of personal concerns, I have already said that. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of online mode. Now moving on to the trending online methods. Please note that these are solely restricted to our own country, India, not outside things. So here these are the trending online teaching methods or learning methods. First one is MOOC, massive open online courses. Swayam, so we will be seeing it in the upcoming slides, so I don't want to read again. So first one is MOOC, massive open online courses. Here all the online courses are free to enroll. Please note that the website will appear like this here. That's why I have included for all the thing, I have included the website link in the bottom as well as I have included the website image. So please, when you are free, please open that website if you have time and go through it. So first thing is the courses are free to enroll. Next, the process or the learning skills are affordable as well as flexible. So once I want to learn something, I can easily afford and then advance my career, then deliver quality educational experiences. So இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா the content being delivered is at a quality level as well as it can help me to enhance my career. Then here millions of people are using MOOCs. Please note that massive open online courses, it does not restricted to India alone, but these are the main things doing in the country. So this is the website of MOOC. When you have time, please go through it. Next, moving on to Swayam. So Swayam, I think everyone in the group would at least once you would have come across the Swayam process or Swayam. So Swayam means, please note that here, Swayam means study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. So here through Swayam, you can join a course, learn it and write assignments, everything, you can gain a certificate. It is, if not exactly equal, it is almost equivalent to a degree or certification course you have gone through in a university. So Swayam program was initiated by Government of India to achieve three principles. First is access, next is equity, and then quality. So through Swayam app, anyone can access the courses available in Swayam. It does not restrict you to learn one particular course itself. You can learn whatever course available there. So you can do that. Next, equity. Every person has an equal chance in learning through Swayam. Next, quality. The contents delivered by the people in the Swayam website or app, those people are the staff of highly reputed institutions all over India, IIT, IIMs, and IGNOU, whatever. So the objective of this effort to take the best teaching and learning resources to everyone. So digital divide among the students are focused to bridge, and they are planning to bridge the gap in the students learning through digital divide. So they are planning to bridge that. So here it is also planned for the process remain untouched by the digital revolution. So நம்ம வந்து மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரீமா நிறைய பேர் there are certain websites, there are certain places where I cannot, if for example Unacademy, they are charging certain number of fees to join the course in that Unacademy. I cannot pay that amount of fees there. So I can join Swayam through free mode. I can learn, if not the exact content, I can learn a near similar content through Swayam at free of cost. So that is the digital revolution which have not touched the student divide. So Swayam plans to bridge that gap. So this is the Swayam website page and link. Next, Swayamprabha. Swayamprabha, the only main difference is Swayam is a website as well as app. It has a content, you have to register, you have to join. Swayamprabha is a group of 34 DTH channels. நம்ம வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டில் வந்து we are having கல்வி channel. So similarly, Swayamprabha is a group of 34 DTH channels available in the DTH, the dish and all. So it is providing 24/7 basis education programs. So every day there will be a new content for at least 4 hours. So these are all the channels are uplinked by BISAG-N. So please note that the contents are provided by IITs, UGC, CEC, IGNOU, NPTEL. So these are the highly reputed institutions in India. So the web portal is maintained by Infiblinet Center. So this is the website and this is the domain page. Next, PM E-Vidya. So PM E-Vidya means it is a unique and innovative venture to access multi-mode digital online teaching methods through various methods. Excuse me. So here they are setting up multi-mode of remote learning platforms that includes, please note earlier it is only channels and the previous Swayam was only website, but here they are connecting through internet, radio, community radio, podcast and TV. So they are connecting everything. And see, please note that now you might have seen in the railway stations, one nation, one product. Similarly, one class, one channel. For from class 1 to class 12, they are airing educational content to the respective classes. So here total 12 e-Vidya channels are there. So this is the website and this is the website link and this is the website page. Next is EPG Padashala. EPG Padashala is is an initiative of MHRD. Now it is known as Ministry of Education. So it is National Mission on Education through ICT, NMEICT. It is executed by UGC. So they provide very interactive, high quality e-content across all disciplines like social sciences, arts, science, humanities, even natural and mathematical sciences, linguistics, everything. They have been developed by the subject experts in Indian universities as well as R&D institutes. R&D institutes na நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு best example na I can say in Bangalore there is Indian Institute of Sciences. It is one of best R&D institute, and then in Bombay DRDO is there. So all those places are solely focusing on the research part in whatever subject they are taking on. So people from experts from those places as well as experts from the institutes, Indian universities, from all they are combining or catering all the content. They are providing high quality contents in this ePathshala website. So every subject has a team of principal investigators, paper coordinators, content writers, everyone. So we need not to worry about the quality of the content or relevancy of the content. So they do have a team for every subject in the EPG Pathshala website. So this is the link, and this is how the website will appear. Next, Shodhganga. இது நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். I hope everyone would have come across Shodhganga at least once. Shodhganga is a repository for all the thesis what we have done. So this name was uh, coined by Inflibinet Center. So why means Shodh means originate. I mean research and discovery. So Shodh means research and discovery. It is from Sanskrit. So Ganga is a holiest river being in our country. Ganga is the holiest, considered as the holiest river and longest river in the Indian subcontinent. So Shodh Ganga, research of Ganga. Here Ganga symbolizes our very own long culture and civilization. It is similar to review of literature, because since Ganga has a long history, here also they are providing. Please connect the words research and discovery of a long history. So how we are going to do that? We are collecting and storing a very large number of theses and articles. That is a repository, review of literature. So this is Shodh Ganga, and this is the website, and this is the link. So you can go there. Next is Shodh Gangotri. What is the difference between Shodh Ganga and Gangotri means? In Shodh Ganga, we would have thesis mainly, whatever our completed submitted thesis. Here mainly proposals would be there, or approved synopsis by the research scholars. So when registering the PhD programs, their synopsis would be available in this website. So you are not willing to go through a complete set of thesis. So instead of going to Shodh Ganga, you can visit Shodh Gangotri. There you can get all the approved synopsis of theses by various research scholars and research supervisors. Then you can go through it. If you are satisfied, you can move on to the Shodh Ganga website. So Gangotri is the largest glacier in Himalayas. So it is the source of Ganges or Ganga river. Hence, synopsis is the source for a thesis, or it is a starting point for thesis. Here it is named as Shodh Gangotri. So this is the website look, and this is the link. Next is E-Shodh Sindhu. E-Shodh Sindhu means based on the recommendation of MHRD. Now it is known as the Ministry of Education. They have combined through three consortiums. One is UGC-NET Digital Library Consortium, another is NList, and third one is Indust AICTE Consortium. So here under eShodh Sindhu website, they have combined all these three consortiums or archives. They have formed a website. Here they are providing current as well as archival access to more than 10,000 crore and peer-reviewed journals in the website. So it can also provide bibliographic citation and factual databases in different disciplines. So நம்மளுக்கு ஏதாவது access வேணும்னா we can go through e-shows in the website so that we can mainly gather all the relevant citation informations about any topic. So this is the website appearance and this is the link. Next comes National Digital Library. This one is a common thing. So wherever you go to a country, there surely there would be a big library. They would have digital access to the library. For ours, it is National Digital Library. See here also one library, all of India. So here they are. It is formed by the Ministry of Education. Of course, everything whatever we are doing, even UGC comes under Ministry of Education. So all these initiatives have been taken by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. So they are why they did means National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. So that is NMEICT. So please note that these kind of acronyms would appear in our UGC. It may or may not appear in the UGC-NET questions. So they might not give the full form. So National Library, if there is a match the following National Library, National Digital Library and NMEICT. So you have to remember everything. Here I have not given a complete understanding of all the online trends because it goes a single even National Digital Library alone covers almost 3 to 4 pages of content. Here I have given a main basic content about all those things. So once the class is over, please go through all these repositories or whatever online trends so that you can understand how it is proceeding and how our government of India is focusing on bringing up education in a better manner. So here filtered and federated searching is employed to facilitate focused searching. So we will be given similar to library. I don't want to exaggerate. So நம்ம ஒரு library போறோம். We are searching in here in Aragappa University. We are having opaque system where we can enter the author name or book name or publisher name and or if you know the accession number of that book. So you can search and find out it is connected with all the libraries. One Aragappa University Central Library as well as Faculty of Management Library, Faculty of Education Library, Faculty of Science Library. Through that, you can search wherever is the book you wanted to find is available in which library as well as in which rack. So here we are following opaque system that is similar here. It is followed here. So this is the website and this is the link. Here it can hold any language content and provides 10 most widely used Indian languages. Even so, I am surely I can surely say that even our Tamil can be available here. So 10 most widely used Indian languages. So we need not to worry about the language barrier here. So next thing is NPTEL. So National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. So these guys are the, please note that UGC, NPTEL are one of the major suppliers or maintainers of Swayam courses. So NPTEL is the boss of Swayam. If not a sole boss, he is the one of the boss. So who organized NPTEL? These 7 Indian Institutes of Technology, 7 IITs, Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, they have formed this consortium. There, 5 crore disciplines were identified, likely civil engineering, computer science. This website solely focuses on, since it is technology enhanced learning, so they are mainly focusing on the engineering part. So the main goal of NPTEL phase 2, that is from 2009 to 14, was to build on the engineering and core sciences course launched in the previously in NPTEL phase 1. So all the major NPTEL courses would be majorly engineering, but other similar relevant courses also available here. So this is the um, website view. Then this is the website link. Next, last one, Vidwan. So நம்மளுக்கு this I think for our fellow scholars we can use this website. Recently I came to know about this. So this is a premier database of profiles of scientists and researchers. So when we want to meet a person, we can just access, go through this website. We can search for that particular scientist or researcher. Then we can gain information about them so that we can communicate with them. This is not providing any article or nothing. Here they are providing the profile data about scientists and researchers and other faculty members which are who are working in the R&D organizations. So all their experts background, contact address, experiences, scholarly publications, everything would be available here. So now you can ponder or question me. We do have a Scopus Access author profile, and then we got a Google Scholar profile, and very many things we have got, even RCID ID. So why should we go and search in this website? So the thing is, in the RCID ID or Google Scholar, whatever, you can get one or two informations. That's all. Either you can get their data about publications or their experience, scholarly publication skills, something. Here you have a complete profile or biodata about the particular researcher. So hence we can understand if you are applying for a R&D job along with a professor or something, you can go through here so that it is similar to the staff profile available in the university website. So it is maintained by the InflibNet and based on the financial support by the NMEICT. In the previous slide we have seen, no, so that thing is funding the InflibNet to maintain this website. So this is the website page and this is the website link. So that's all for today's class, and we are moving on to the questions. So let's answer. பார்த்துட்டு சொல்லுங்க கொஞ்சம் fast. Please answer in the group. So group ல answer பண்றீங்களா? You guys are answering. So 4 means, ma'am, please answer for both things. It is 4 as well as D. Okay. What about the second question, Vasanthi ma'am? You answer it as one that serial. You answer with serial number. You can answer it as ABCD also. So again, I'm showing the question. Others, please answer because already 8 ஆக போகுது. So please note that last June 24, these questions have appeared in the same question paper, not different question paper. So ஒரே question paperல appear ஆன the first 3 questions, 1, 2 and 3, all 3 questions have appeared in a single question paper. So from this we can understand that even though there would be taken 5 questions from each unit for paper 1 in net, there is a possibility that high preference would be given to this topic that is related to online learning and ICT. So Swayam and related things, but that is not a affirmation. Still, we can expect like that because I have gone through certain question papers. At least a minimum of 1 or 2 questions are appearing in a single question paper regarding Swayam and other such things. So please put your focus while learning these things. So நான் மூவ் ஆன் ஆகுறேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ 1C2A 2A வந்தால் 1 2 2 4 அபூர்வா 1 2. ஸோ வாட் அபவுட் அதர்ஸ்? ஷால் ஐ மூவ் ஆன் டு த நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட்? ஆன்சர் சொல்லிடுவா? ஸோ த ஆன்சர்ஸ் ஆர் 4 and 2. ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஹவ் given correctly, okay. So we will discuss. If not, next question I am posting. Identify the list of 4 quadrants of the courses hosted on Swayam. See, I want to clarify one thing. Based on this question, I have not posted any slide in our today's class, but I request you guys to read the question slowly and understand it, so that I am very much sure that you can answer the question without any trouble. Please take some time. So slowly process the question so that you can answer better manner. So third question, answers shall I view in group? So let me see in group 3-1-3-2. What about others? Only two have answered. 3-1-3-2. So Suganya ma'am, you have answered for the previous question or you are answering for the question right now? That is 2B. Please answer for the third question. We have moved on for the third question. So please answer for that. So I'm going to show the answer. The answer is option 2. So face to face is not happening, face to face interaction is not happening in Swayam. So obviously we can omit that. Other than that, all these pro are being processed here. So that's it. See here simply I want you guys to deduce the answer. That means I want to omit the whatever wrong things so that you can find the right answer. That is the best method you can act in the exam very fastly. See here, as I said, face to face interaction among learners. That is not available on online. That is the offline method. So Swayam is online. So E is omitted. You see the options. Other than the second option, all the three options are having E. So obviously, only second option is the right answer. That's all. You need not to go through everything. So that's how you guys please train up your mind. Next question, match the following. So this is the last question. கொஞ்சம் fast answer பண்ணுங்க. Option 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Again this also இதுல from the four digital initiatives we have seen only Shodh Gangotri. We have not seen, I hope we have not seen other three. Still, Shodh Gangotri, I have given an explanation. If you can find answer for that, you can easily mark up the option. So let's see who and all have answered in a correct manner. Four. Vasni ma'am, you have answered as either it is 4 or which one you are answering. You are saying option number 4. See, I am again showing it. இதில் ஆப்ஷன் நம்பர் fourth question option number, you please post it like that. So option 4. Okay, others ஏன் அமைதியாவே இருக்கீங்க? நிறைய பேர் ஆன்சரே பண்ண மாட்டீங்களே. Are you guys there or போனை வச்சுட்டு எங்கேயாவது போயிட்டீங்களா? விஜயவந்தால் மேம், thank you for the detailed answer, but you would have given the option number itself. Okay, fine. So what about others? குரூப்ல இருக்கீங்களா? Okay, time's up. I'm going to show the answer. The right answer is option 2. See, Shodh Gangotri synopsis. That's all. B1. Here B1 only one option is there, so that is the right answer. That's all. You no need to go through other process and all. You no need to know everything. So this is the thing. So these are all the bibliography and thank you.